Hello, we're back at it. Now we got one like on our other YouTube short, and we're gonna, start this off with actions and stuff enabled. And I think it would be kind of best if we got this map off your screen, so you don't gotta worry about it. Now I do have this app here. I did start this world like 2 days ago, where I, just kind of ran around the world until I found where I wanted to go, which is where I found this, a diamond. All of this over there, map 1, treasure map, and I will show you the seed that I have eventually. But I've come up with a game plan. I'm gonna put a light tower right there, watchtower, whatever, whatnot, and up here I think I'm gonna put a little house or something, or a little hobbit house in there, a little village in here, workstation. You never know. But when you make your way, never mind. When you make your way around in here, this is where the goodies are going to be. Okay, so we're going to make this kind of smooth. We're going to get walls in here. We're going to turn things into deep slate, and mine areas out eventually, mainly in this area here, and kind of build off there, off our base, kind of underground, like a cave, pirate-y feel, and all of that. So I've scouted around a bit. This is an island, actually, so I didn't know that, but it turns out we're on an island. Yeah, shit, we're on an island far away from any big base, whatever, not. And yeah, so I think we're gonna kind of start this off doing a lot. We're going to try making sure this island gets filled to the absolute brim. And these islands, too, with different little structures and whatnot. And include a lot. Now, one thing I think we're going to need to go on the hunt for right now is moss, deep slate, and spruce. Now, you might be asking, where are we going to find spruce? Well, if I had that cartography app, my calculations say that the closest spruce would be that way, and deep slate and moss are pretty easy to find, because you just got to go in the ground and mine for a while. But I've been playing on the Earth SMP in Mineville, so finding, and there, you know what I mean, moss is everywhere. It's here, it's there, it's literally your children. So yeah, and I would like to show people in this world that I can create things, build things that normally, really can't build with, like birch. Most people think you can't build with birch because it's an ugly block. I think birch is actually a pretty good block to build with. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So yeah, a lot of what. Oh wait, I kind of realized something. So I think we're not gonna be able to build the cave out that way. I'd have to go in this way, because let's see how thick it is on the other end. Oh yeah, that would be plenty of room. But if we want to make this look good, we got to get a lot of moss going up in here before we can even think about anything. I think we'll start off by building a little dirt shack over there, or start working in the cave. But yeah, we're just gonna, travel on all the way over there to get some spruce, and when I'll be back, I'll have spruce, maybe some berries, and hit the mines to start collecting for our starter house. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Spruce, where I planted a sapling, we got some sweet berries, and a lot has happened. We came across 3 villages on the way where I collected bells, some this, some that, some that, some of that. And of course I grabbed a blue bed, and also I had some iron brewing up. So, it's fine. So what I'm planning on doing is figuring out what I want to do for my base. Now, I think our first step is going to be scouting. Where are we going to build? When are we going to build? And what are we going to build? Well, up on this hill seems kind of good. See, what I'm thinking is, we level it out, we get some moss in here, because moss is everything right now. If we don't got moss, we're kind of screwed. But, Nope. Staying strong to these 2 islands right here. Not gonna move. But we're gonna build something, you know, that incorporates birch in the build, or some like wood that everyone says is like really bad or something. And yeah, we're gonna get that in there. So Cirrus doesn't know. We're gonna have to hit the mines at some point, and that point is now. Alright, I've been holding it off, but we gotta get there. Alright, we gotta get deep slate, we have to get amethyst, and what we are going to use that said cartography app to get me to an amethyst shard, amethyst thing. So right here, if we just start digging down, we'll eventually find what we were looking for, and we'll hope that we can find that we'll find moss. Oh no. Oh god. Well, this is gonna hit deep slate. I'm just worried that there's gonna be a lava pool, like right underneath. So diorite, we do need diorite, surprisingly, in the build. And because I don't feel like doing because I feel like not doing like create a build, kind of like, oh, this is what my mind sits on, this is what I want to do. I kind of just want to like go off something for a starter base, and then from there I'll like yep, see? And oh my god, did we just find a cave and diamonds, but we're not gonna take diamonds right now. So all I gotta say though is the cartography app is kind of overpowered, like very overpowered actually. So yeah, we're just gonna mine up all this. It would have been a little bit better if I had a friend on. So we're just gonna keep that hole. Again, so this is what we got going on so far. Right now we're just kind of planning on heading out. We're gonna go this way, and we're gonna, you know, find a nice little cave, I guess, is that I would call it, a cave. And we're just kind of gonna really get in there, you know, dig our teeth in on this one. We're gonna get to copper gear, we're gonna get to iron gear. Main goal is to get a shield, because this is not peaceful mode, not all this. This is regular vanilla survival Minecraft, and you're gonna need these if you want to survive against mobs. Now, of course, I want it to be a challenge. Here we go. This right here is a good cave. Yeah, I'd rather suck my grandma's breast than go down there. This is what we want, because we can find coal, copper, diorite. Diorite's the main thing down here. And oh shit! I just really just. Okay, well, he died. It's the first time I'm playing Minecraft and asking for diorite. But diorite's actually a pretty good block if you know how to use it. You know, you can get polished, you can get raw diorite. Polished is better, just looks better. Yeah, good luck. I'm not going down there. I'm getting what I need, and I'm getting out of here, which is iron, because we need not enough to get us full set, just enough to last a good time, and then we're gonna get copper gear going, so we don't get absolutely obliterated in the caves. But surprisingly, I haven't seen any copper. So, and yeah, that's an enchanted bow. We're not dealing with that. Nope. You know, I'm the guy who runs away from a fight. So, do what you will with that information. Yeah, we have plenty enough to get us a full set of, say, Kappa Anme. And it's turning nighttime too. Oh, great. How fantasious, contrillous, ambitious. Alright, yep. Collect these dirt. Head on up. Bam, bam. I think it's just enough. Yeah, it's just enough to get us through the first thing. But we're gonna probably head back down into a geo, and this time we're gonna mine the entire thing. Like, smooth basalt, all this. Just gone. Wiped off the face of the earth. And in fact, I think that looks horrid. Let's see, how would this look if it was polished? And yeah, that already looks 5 times better. I think what I should have done is put this on a platform. You know, just include that just to add a little depth. Not depth. Ooh. Structure into the build. Alright, so now we're gonna probably build out this way a bit. You know, and moss would be great right about now. Especially right about now. Yeah, so we're gonna build. See, why do I rise so slowly from the water? Is it just the game made like that? Oh, come on, you piece of gorilla donkey doo-doo. Bop, and we go bop, and then we go bop, and then we go bop, 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 bop. Oh, we need our axe right now. So we're making a lid over top. Because that won't be too bad. But what we do gotta start working on is making the roof to our build. This is why dirt is important, but the shame is it'll probably get removed in a matter of a couple days. Yeah, we're just kind of boop. Bah. And just fill this up. And we'll be good. Looks perfectly normal. Yeah, it looks normal. Just that doesn't look too normal. Leave our shit he gotta leave the fuck out of. He gotta leave the fuck out of. Oh, farewell and you done to you Spanish ladies. Farewell and done to you Spanish lady. Okay, so this is another day filming. So overnight I worked on this and I forgot, but I'm gonna grab stone. I'm gonna fill up all in this area. I'm gonna add more texturing in the next episode and all this, and then at the very end here, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a mine here, or maybe switch a house, put a house there instead, some form of, you know, house. I also, on my other starter house, I reshaped it up because I do want to build, you know, something there, even though if it'll be useless, it'll be useless. You know, it'll just be there for effects, you know, like a greenhouse kind of, which I could also just switch it on over to being a greenhouse or a tower, but I am going to be building a tower there, maybe up there, something there will be very important. I'm not sure what, but I know something. And so all these this island and that island, most of it will be filled with different things. Here will be a crop farm, but let's go back on over here where I can explain more of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking about doing. So what I did is I built these archways using the new shelves, which are in my opinion very, very useful. Just kind of a little bit expensive, a little more on the expensive side. We also added this, which I think you can see me building later on, I don't remember, but each one of these is going to house a different building. So I think furnace room will be in here, storage might be in this area, but I also am thinking of building a little thing here that just juts on inward, you know, where you got to make a kind of a full, and you also got to make like a full looped around, which I think I'll start building right about now. And why am I Naruto running? Hold up, wait. I'm going to remove. Why? Why was I? Why? You can see it in the top left corner. It's not the armor, see? What? Yo. It'll be like no one believed me. But I think we're going to start working on that now with the looped around. Using this, we're also going to find that's not where stone would be. Up in here is where my stone is. And how you're going to texture kind of, it's a little bit like this, kind of, you know, I'm saying kind of a lot. The rest will be spent on this. But I am thinking of a lot of spruce is going to be used. A big chunk of spruce will be used, actually. And we kind of just go up in here and we go bop, bop. Maybe you go bop, bop. Kind of something like that a bit, you know. And here you go bop and then bop. And it looks a bit like chunks, kind of. Up in here you can go bop and also bop. And if we just want to get a little freaky, bop. You see, like, there's so much you can add here to texture. Make it look a little bit better. You know, it always helps up here. Everything helps. Especially around here where we will be adding. I'm actually thinking of maybe building this out and building a certain type of house, kind of. I will find designs and creative worlds. All of this, and I'll keep you updated on that. Yeah, this is kind of how it'll be. looking ish. We may want to build out that way, but you know. And I'm just now realizing I forgot to. Is there anything else I forgot to strip this. So yeah, that's kind of how I'm gonna do that. But because there's not as much, you know, headroom in this area, will kind of just give me some headroom, some room to work with, all of that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But now we're gonna have to strip that. So you can tell this is how my building style is. This is how it goes. Experimenting, seeing which looks good. Time. A lot of time. And finish that off just kind of like that. And that. So yep, this is how it looks. This is how it'll be for the remainder of probably the time in the world. Now another thing I'm doing is trying to get moss. It'll probably be off camera, where I'll be, you know, running around my world, you know, finding probably apps that might show you things, checking out caves. Wandering traders are a big part. I should probably go looking for them right now. If there's any around, but I don't know. I do not see any, so we're gonna wait. We did find pale moss, but that's not real moss, which is a shame. And I'm not using pale moss. Maybe in here I would, but I'm thinking about using copper in here, on here, this end. Like I said, I'll come up with creative ideas on my creative world and keep you updated. So yeah, this will be the conclusion of episode 1. I really hope you enjoyed the 20 minutes or so of content. And yeah, you gotta wait probably till next week for another Minecraft video to be posted. So better go on and you better subscribe to this wonderful channel that keeps making amazing content specifically for you, the viewer. So enjoy your day, have fun. Yeah.